Women's Empowerment Coach Laurice Duffy reveals strategies for overcoming adversity to achieve real transformation on Influencers Radio. Women's Empowerment Coach Laurice Duffy was the featured guest on Influencers Radio with Jack Mize. On a recent episode of Influencers Radio with Jack Mize, Women's Empowerment Coach Laurice Duffy discussed her passion for inspiring middle-aged women who have faced life-changing circumstances to take back their power so they can reimagine, rebuild, and rise up. During the interview, Laurice shared the inspiration behind her company, A Mindful Journey, saying, "I am the mother of 4 boys, 3 of whom are triplets, and are the result of IVF. We had a lot of challenges trying to get pregnant. My husband and I lived a beautiful life. He was a wonderful, wonderful man. And I felt like we were always trying to arrive, we were always trying to save, we were always trying to work hard and grind and get to the point where we reached this place of peace. He was the coach of my 4 boys for basketball, baseball, and football. He was extremely healthy, but he started having some odd. He was slurring a little bit, he was getting leg cramps, just some odd symptoms. He was an extremely healthy, strong, and athletic man that didn't smoke, didn't drink a lot, and never did drugs. So I thought we would figure it out. We went to various doctors, and I thought that we were out of the woods with all the scary possibilities. We were at a neurologist specialist one afternoon together, and we were told that he had the beginning stages of ALS. It was such an incredible punch in the stomach. Of all the things that I worried about in my life, losing my husband or my husband becoming sick was never one of them. A Mindful Journey came about as the result of realizing that the destination is the journey, and that we really have to be mindful on a daily basis about who we're being and how present we are in our everyday. And recognize that there is no peaceful, blissful place that we're going to finally arrive to once the kids are out of nursery school, and then the kids are at college, and then you get that new car, and then you retire. There's always something you're trying to get to, and my experience with losing my husband made me realize that this life experience is a journey and one that we certainly have to be mindful of because you never know what the next day might bring. So we just need to be where we are, stand where our feet are, and be grateful and joyful and present in the moment. While it's easy to understand how losing a loved one can trigger feelings of hopelessness and lack of direction, Laurice described how other life-changing circumstances in a woman's life can create obstacles to achieving her true potential, saying, "I absolutely work with many widows, women who have lost their partners. But sometimes it's just the day-to-day struggle of losing yourself. Somewhere along the way these women have just lost themselves because they have cared for and been needed so much by their children, or maybe their elderly parents or their partner, and all of a sudden their kids get older, or maybe they're divorced, and they don't know who they are anymore because everything about them has just been about the children, and they sort of forget who they are, and what their likes are, and their desires, and their needs. I always tell women, you need to put yourself in the category of people you're taking care of. I think a lot of women are brought up or still live in the belief that we're supposed to take care of everybody before ourselves. So it's no wonder that women lose themselves. But it's such an antiquated sort of rule that I feel like society has sort of placed upon women, and I feel like we're slowly getting there. I do think that it's very important to take care of the people that you love in your life, but I think one of those people has to be yourself. I think self-love and self-care are really important. Drawing on a background in psychology and driven by her own experience of surviving and thriving in the face of adversity, Laurice brings intuition, support, and accountability to women's journeys toward growth and self-love. As the host of the Aligned and Awakened podcast, Laurice brings her listeners heartfelt, honest, and open conversations about overcoming setbacks, releasing fear, and learning to live a life aligned with one's values. Laurice is also the creator of Rise, an active Facebook community that invites women to get out of autopilot and begin consciously creating the life they desire within the supportive sisterhood of 2,500 like-minded females. Listen to the full episode at. To learn more about Laurice Duffy, visit video link.